Hello, YouTubers. This is Kaminari. Sorry it's been a while. Unfortunately, I can't do Shoujo month this year. In fact, I'm going to move it to another month, like May or June, due to time consuming. Anyway, this video is not because of Shoujo month, but rather an interesting and surprising announcement. Pokemon and Game Freak had announced a new game coming out later this year, which I didn't expect coming from anywhere else. I thought Pokemon Z will probably be in the works very soon because of how disappointing X and Y has been for me personally. Anyway, the new one is called Pokemon Sun and Moon, and to me, the reason why I think it's surprising because it doesn't follow the same pattern. We always get something like a third game that ties into the main games, but in the same generation. Like, um, let's see, like Platinum with Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, or a split two games like Pokemon X2 and Y2 as 6 years ago. Um, anyway, when I heard about this one, I was like, really? They're doing this again? Anyway, I do have some predictions about the whole thing, so just hear me out before all the controversy goes in overdrive here. By the looks of the concept art, I think is somewhere in a coastal or tropical setting, and that water Pokemon will be prominent, just like the Hoenn region. The Hoenn region is usually based on the southern islands in Japan, whereas in Diamond and Pearl is based on Hokkaido. Um, the Sun and Moon, it can be anything, any country I can think of. So my best bet would be somewhere in the Mediterranean, which is anywhere in Italy, southern France, in Spain, or it can be in Cuba, which is somewhat tropical. By the mysterious idol or figure that you get in X and Y when you follow this backpacker around. It could be somewhere in Brazil because of um, the Olympics is being held in Rio de Janeiro. Um, or it could be in another American site, such as Hawaii. Um, my guess is since X and Y is based on Norse mythology, and I'll have a video later on in this month about why this pertains to two of the generations, Generation 2 and Generation 6 that we're still on, why there's more to it than just certain types such as dark and steel that was introduced in um, Pokemon Gold and Silver and Fairy type in X and Y. So this is pretty interesting. But it'll probably be pertaining to a disaster between the sun and the moon. Sun, due to how close the sun will get, it'll cause a drought similar to the disaster in Ruby and Sapphire. That's pretty much the probably the what was it? The disaster of the main. But as of the team, I don't really know. It can be up in the air. It can be as going back to the third gen, where they split into two teams, where you fight one team in either versions. But yeah, there's probably be anything that pertains cultural references, um, yeah, for the location, that's really to be predetermined. But all I know is it looks like something like resorts. Um, so I'm going to predict it's somewhere in Spain or Italy, because actually one of the concept arts that look like something that you're ordering from a cafe in Southern Europe. Don't get me wrong, like Mediterranean wise. Don't get me wrong, so please don't start flame wars on me. Just this is up in the air for us, and this is a huge surprise. And or it can be based on Germany, which I read in a comments from another about another the same type of video, but someone else's video. And one that got me very interested in was Magiana, which is a new Pokemon that came out Coral Core about a while ago, about a couple of weeks ago, which blew me away. And honestly, I do like the concept because it looks pretty cool. The reason why, because Makiana reminded me of a character in an old movie called Metropolis. If you guys don't know, it is written and directed by Fritz Lang. Or Fritz Lang, yeah. Sorry, it's been a while since I did my research on based on that particular Pokemon. Or I haven't done any research on Pokemon ever, so I'm going to do it by speculation. And the main character is actually a robot, and I think the whole concept of a side mission that has to do with Makiana, because I think it's kind of cool, and probably that Makiana will be kind of like a catalyst of the destruction of whatever region it is. As of like the starters, like I said, it's up in the air. I'll probably stay tuned. I'll probably get a hold of like any information I can get. Sorry for, first of all, I'm going to apologize for the late announcement that I decided to botch Shoujo Month. Don't get me wrong. It's because of timing. And I have a habit of being procrastinating a whole lot when it comes to my work. But I'm probably, like I said, that's because of my work outside of YouTube. I mean, offline, basically, get my, the company I work under, especially my store, is under we're getting ready for inventory and we're super busy. We had our Valentine's recently and it gotten way out of hand. I got really busy with like other things too, trying to get in shape, but nothing too strenuous. Yeah. This is my first video that has to pertain to Pokemon. Specifically, I want to do this for a long time, but I never expect this announcement as so sudden. Um, um, Munching Orange made a comment about it, which is really interesting. He's psyched. Gaijin Goomba, who I'm more of a fan to, is more of the cultural side of things, whereas I see both the cultural and excuse me, excuse me, it's a well balance of how the design and the cultural aspects of the new game will take a turn on. My hopes on this one have to be more content. I mean, more Pokemon will be very appreciated. I mean, more like type combinations. Hopefully they'll still, of course they're going to still keep the fairy type. They're still going to keep the dark type and a steel type, of course. That never changed. Um, some new mythological legendaries. We already have like lunar Pokemon, such as Darkrai, which is the new moon Pokemon, whereas uh, the moon bird Pokemon, I can't remember, Crystella or something. I think it's Crystella or something. Um, which is the Crescent Moon Pokemon. And I think they also play a part to the Moon Saga, whereas you got this solar aspects of other Pokemon, such as like the plants, Volcarona, and Solrock. Mega evolutions, there gotta be new mega evolutions. They're going to keep like the original from both X and Y and Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, which is very um, controversial on my end. It's like, what? Honestly, I don't like the mega evolutions. I mean, some of it's cool, not cool and all, but no. I'm not a huge fan for a very good reason, because it's temporary. You're only doing this in one battle, and only one Pokemon can do this at a time when you go into other battles. Um, yeah, a better criminal organization with a really interesting purpose. Um, After I've played all the generations, I have literally played from Generation 1 through the current generation, which is Generation 6. Um, After I analyze each of the team, each of them are quite different. My favorite of all, this has to be Ruby and Sapphire's teams, Magma and Aqua, because they are worried about the future of either side. It can be either the future of Pokemon, especially water type, whereas the future of man, which is really, I think it's really good. Um, I don't think it's selfish, somewhat selfish, but I don't think it's selfish at all. Um, Creating a new, like, wiping the slate clean and start up a new world with Flare, that's kind of selfish. I mean, it's literally the Holocaust in some sense. If you're not under Team Flare, you're trash. Um, let's see what else. Same thing with Team Galactic. I think they follow the same story. I think Team Flare just follow in their footsteps in some case. Um, Team Rocket, just for money. Money, money, money. I mean, that's capitalism for you. Um, what am I missing? Oh, Team Plasma. I don't really like it. I mean, Team Plasma, even though in Black 2 and White 2, there's two factions. One faction follows and the other faction follows. I forgot the guy's name. Sorry. Um, I don't even like X uh, Pokemon Black and White, because how it reminds me about PETA and all that. They want to free the Pokemon from all this, and you have to see two sides of every story on this end. But anyway, sorry, I'm ad-libbing this because this is brand new and I'm getting ready for bed. Well, it's going to end a long week, and I'm going to record um my findings and speculations as for a March 17th video of Pokemon, how Kalos is, especially why there is fairy type, But I can't talk it here because this is just a speculation um, and prediction on where Sun and Moon will take place. And hopefully, I'll stay in touch with you very soon. In the meantime, look out for the fairy type video. Thank you and have a great day.